It says you're streaming. Take a quick look. It sure does. Okay. It says you're streaming. Take a quick look. Okay, I'm back. All right. Quick recap. Last time we got together, you did several things after the reading of the will. One of the biggest things that you noted in town was, one, they have no tailor, and two, the Harrowstone Memorial on the south side of town evidently was defaced during the night with the letter scrawled in blood on the south face of it. You guys talked to the sheriff and decided, since you were all together, to go up during the day and visit the prison. You got up there. You fought some skeletons that rose up out of the water. You worked your way along the edges of the outside of the prison itself, and you found that there were sigils worked into the ground, basically like kind of drawn out in sand. Most of the magic has started to fade already. It was abjuration and necromancy primarily that you noted.
So were those like kind of carved into the sand, like somebody took a stick or a stylus, or were they painted? What's the nature of those?
Like sand was kind of, dribbled out onto the grass.
Sand was poured. Okay.
Yeah. Poured, yeah, that's the word. You worked your way up to a platform on the northwest corner, and when you got up there, you saw that this platform apparently, it had stocks. This clearly was the place where public executions happened, and you found that the implement used in said executions was a scythe, as it animated to attack you, and you guys ended up putting it down. Somebody cast detect magic and determined that the scythe itself was magical. I think it was you, Karis, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, and that's exactly where you are.
Okay, well, I would recommend that Necton carry the magic scythe with us. Because I think it's Chekhov's scythe, that we shouldn't leave it behind.
It's definitely large. It's considered a simple weapon, but the sorcerer couldn't use it. The monk, it doesn't fit with your weapon type. You'd be at disadvantage to use it because of its size. Julian, I think you can use it because it's a simple weapon, but it wouldn't be able to do so.
I have an 8 strength. I don't know that a two-handed heavy weapon is my best choice.
All right, so I'll move it over there, and Necton says, "Sure, he'll carry it."
I'm not saying. I mean, Necton can decide whether Necton wants to use it. It just might be handy to have something magic if we run across something that is resistant to our steel.
Yep. All right. So you guys are on that platform. What do you guys decide to do now?
So is that a door up here?
That does appear to be a door. It's a strong wooden door that appears to have weathered the ages, and it's banded with steel, very strong.
Okay. And closed?
It is closed and barred.
Well, shall we proceed with stealth or vigor?
Well, darling, it's always easier to switch from one to the other rather than from the other back to the one, if you know what I'm saying.
You're saying you want me to take a look?
Yes, dear.
All right. Let's see.
There does appear to be a lock, a keyhole should say.
Okay. Can I see through the keyhole?
It's pretty dark on the other side.
Okay. I would like to use my tools and work on this lock and see if I can get it open.
Okay. Just from the exterior, it appears to be a well-crafted lock mechanism.
Mm-hmm. We didn't get any keys anywhere, did we?
You have no keys currently.
All right. Well, I will. Can I try the well-crafted lock mechanism?
Of course.
Let's see. So is that a? Do I click on Thieves' Tools or Sleight of Hand?
Thieves' tools.
Thieves'
It's a proficiency.
Okay.
It should be. Do you have it listed?
Yeah, I have it. I have it listed. I just wasn't sure which it. They're the same proficiency, so it's.
You are, in fact, able to barely. You spend probably almost a complete minute trying to work that lock, but eventually you do get it open. You hear a satisfying chink as the final tumbler. You're able to get it moved into the right position, and you jimmy the handle, and it turns.
All right. So does the door open out, or does it open into the structure?
Inward.
All right. So I'll motion for my compatriots to move sort of close to the wall, so that when I push the door open, they won't be standing in plain sight. And I will kind of stand to the side and push the door just enough that I can get through.
Yeah, Necton moves right there. Okay. I mean, unless you guys want to get in the way, I figure the big tough fighters are going to probably move in.
Oh, I thought we were trying to leave the doorway clear.
I thought I was just going to kick the door open and make sure nothing comes flying out first.
Necton's like, make up your mind. I'm ready to go in. He's got his sword and shield out.
I'll take a look first. So does nothing comes flying out? Do I hear anything from inside?
You do not.
All right. I'm going to slip in, give my eyes a second to adjust to the darkness, and then try to find a good spot to try to stealth.
Okay.
I'm also going to send my owl in.
Okay. All right, so let me
Read to us from the dialogue box.
read the dialogue now. Yeah, you see what appears to be a very short hallway,
Okay.
ending in another standard sort of wooden door,
Okay.
which is also closed.
Okay. Then I will go carefully towards that.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move to the next map here, guys.
All right.
Just a moment. Hang on. Before I do, let me check to make sure that everything is silent. Okay, it's date. Yeah, it's actually, I think, afternoon. Okay. All right, give me a moment here. So, Julian, I'm going to just say you're kind of right inside the door. I'll move you here. Okay, and you've got your owl familiar floating around inside of here. And I'll just kind of back you guys up kind of outside the edge of the door here. Hang on. Okay. Actually, I'm guessing Necton would probably be the next outside. And Bedlam right there.
I'm going to go ahead and engage my stealth, just so It'll sound like at least there's one less person, hopefully.
Okay. Okay, well, make the roll if you'd like to.
I did. It sucked.
That's pretty terrible. That's okay. You're easily masked by everybody else who's wearing, chainmail and shields and heavy weapons.
All right, let me make mine. I haven't made my roll.
Okay. And the owl's just kind of flying around inside the room. First of all, you guys all able to see the map?
Yes.
I am, yes.
Okay. Good deal. All right. So yeah, there you are.
All right, so I'd like to come look.
There's a window over here. You're able to see out of that.
Oh, this.
And then there's another doorway here.
Okay, so what is this that I'm looking through to the north?
That's a window.
That's a window, and this is the door.
That is a door.
And what is this?
Bookshelf, fireplace.
Yeah, it's just a small bookshelf. There appears to be not much of anything on it.
Okay.
Anything that was there is well rotted beyond any readability.
Okay. Does this door push in or open out?
It pushes in towards you.
Okay. Then I will stand over here and kind of pull it towards me with the door in between me. In other words, pull the door so that if there's something in there, it won't see me. I'll have the door in between.
Oh, you want to be behind the door? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and open it a foot or so and see what happens.
Okay. All right. Nothing immediately happens.
Okay. Any sounds?
Nothing obvious yet.
Okay. Yet. What does yet mean?
I don't know.
Then I will.
Did I say yet?
you might have said yet. I will peer around.
Okay. All right. All right. You're able to see down a long hallway, and you see they're not doors per se. They are like steel, cell doors. That's what it really looks like.
Okay. Like I'm in the prison wing. And what about over here?
Okay, so you step out into the hallway. You're able to see now down to the east what appears to be like galley tables. There's some wreckage up here. When I click on the map, are you seeing that?
I see some tables and some critters.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's some rubble up here. The exterior wall is exposed here. There's rubble way down here. So yeah, it's definitely. Even though you're on the second floor, it appears that some of the wreckage or of time has destroyed the place. And yeah, those are like galley tables. Okay. About that time, you hear like clattering coming from in here. And maybe from in here.
I don't see where. Let me see. Where's the second click?
Maybe here. And in here.
Okay, I must be getting blocked on the second, because I saw the first look like it was one of the cells.
Yeah, like from the opening of those steel grates or whatever, you're hearing clattering, and actually it's starting to grow louder.
Okay. I will back through the doorway a bit and maintain as small a silhouette as possible and wait and see if anything appears.
So far, nothing. However, come back here. Let's take a look at you.
Ooh, I got my second card. Did you fix this week?
I did. You should have 2 cards now. Yeah, I had to reshuffle the deck, and then everything was fine. No. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you don't immediately hear anything else other than a lot of like clattering.
Okay. Alright, I will come back and...
Okay, so here, hang on a second.
I don't know if you meant to write cell doors open DC 25, AC 17, HP 20.
I grabbed the wrong thing. That's my notes. Okay. You see through this grate, you see a two hands, skeletal, come out and grab the bars, and they start shaking.
Okay. Just, like, do they look like physical manifestations? Like the hands that were holding the scythe?
They definitely look like real hands.
Okay.
And then another pair.
Okay.
And then another pair.
But just hands. There's
And
no
another
people attached to them?
pair. Well, I guess you can kind of see this doorway. There's a full skeleton standing there, who's rattling the bars. Like the doors aren't opening, but it's like trying to get out.
Okay.
And its jaws are just kind of clacking open and shut repeatedly. It's got the remnants of some wisps of clothing left on it, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Probably nothing well tailored like I would.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Now, these creatures that you put in this room, do I actually see those? This guy. Or am I meta now?
Where the heck did those come from?
I don't know.
Gee, sorry about that. No, you don't see them yet.
Okay. So pretending I don't see them,
Oh my gosh.
then I will. Are the hands doing anything other than shaking the bars?
No.
Okay. Do the bars look like
But-
they're in any danger of breaking?
No, they seem fine.
Okay.
But a moment after that, finally, you start to hear faint sound. Starts to kind of come from somewhere, emanate from somewhere in the this part of this. You assume it's some sort of cell block.
Like the sound that's playing the background music?
Uh-oh, the spooky music has started. Run!
Okay, I'm gonna kind of move down here.
I need you to make a saving throw, actually, a wisdom saving throw.
I'd rather
Michael.
not.
I can make it for you if you prefer.
No. My wisdom is not my strong suit. Let's see. That just means click on wisdom. Oh no, up here. Hey. It could be worse, I guess.
You really wanted to go there, but you can't. You seem somewhat dazed and transfixed by this music.
Okay. So what
Do
can
I
I
hit-
do?
Do I hear this standing outside the door behind him?
You do, and you see he kind of lurches and then just stops, kind of almost a little slack jawed.
Yeah, he did that as soon as the music started?
Shortly thereafter,
Uh-oh.
you guys should probably roll initiative.
All right. So did this whatever has happened to me break my stealth?
Say again.
Did this whatever happened break my stealth?
Well, you
Yes.
kind of got things staring at you.
Well, I have hands in bars. Oh, and then there's a skeleton at the end of the hall, right? All right. initiative. So do I roll initiative? Am I?
You can still roll initiative. It'll be important.
Oh, I
Ah,
forgot to.
I forgot to click myself. Ooh, but I got a 4, so, so not great. I'll roll again, then you can set it to 4.
Come on.
Or I'll set it
Okay,
to 4.
everybody get. I'll roll for Bedwin and Necton. Here, hang on. Bedwin. Let's make sure I've got him selected. Do you motion or otherwise give some clue that something's going on with Julien? You're the only one that really anyone outside could see Piccolo.
Actually, I was thinking I would grab him and pull him backwards. And if he suddenly stopped moving and did that when the music started playing,
So you're gonna grab him and try to move him. Okay.
yeah, just pull him back out of the room.
Do I have? Okay. What did you roll? So I've got duplicate. Unfortunately, somehow. What do you have for Piccolo?
19.
Looks like you rolled a 13.
That was because I didn't click my icon the first time. If you look up, you'll see Piccolo 19. So I did the reroll so I could fix my token.
Okay. All right. Karis got the 21. So this must be an old one. Did you roll for the familiar? You got a 5. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just getting rid of some of these other ones for some reason popped up. Okay. Julien, you got a 4. Okay. So I think I got down to the right people here. Okay. So Necton goes first. There's been no indication that anything's going on, so he's holding tight. All right, Karis, you're up next. You also have no indication that anything's going on. You can move though, however you like.
I can see through the eyes of my familiar. So.
Yeah, you actually see a very visible kind of slackening of Julien's features. He seems somewhat, I don't know, dumbfounded. You're not sure what, but he just stops. And you also hear this haunting music.
Well, I'll let the others know. I'll say something's wrong. We best get him out of there.
Okay, Necton immediately moves in, and he was just readying. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He moves right here and readies the rest of his action for anything to appear. Okay, so do you do anything besides yell out that Necton or that Julien's in trouble?
Yeah, I will ready shocking grasp.
Okay, Piccolo, you're up.
I grab him and pull him out of the room.
Okay, roll a grapple. You have advantage. You know what? I'm not even going to make you roll. You have advantage. His disadvantage is held, so you just do it. You can move him probably at half speed.
I just wanted to pull him to the other side of the doorway.
Okay, you can easily do that. So now you're over here.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So this is an old one. Okay. All right, and then you're familiar. What do you want your familiar to do?
There's nothing coming out yet.
No, nothing visible. The shaking is getting louder of all the doors. You know, that's one thing that you can tell through the familiar's senses. Like the skeleton seemed to be whipping into like some sort of fever pitch.
Yeah, the familiar's gonna ready moving. It's gonna ready the dash action to close with something and then run away if anything comes out.
Okay.
And it's gonna go ahead and start by moving to here.
Okay. Julien, you may make another wisdom saving throw if you like.
I would love to.
That won't do it, unfortunately. Okay. All right, and
I say we go with brawn first.
you hear like the banging turn into a couple of crashes from down one of the hallways. Okay. Okay, then Valstone, he moves in to support Necton. He's gonna come in right underneath of your owl. Now you move into the back. Oops, hang on here. Move you to the front. Okay. All right. So the two of them are kind of holding a hallway, and he holds his action. Okay. All right. It's back to Necton's turn, but before that, he's got to make a save. Okay. Piccolo, you see Necton. He starts to slump a little bit, and he shakes his head, and he's just like bangs his sword on his shield, like no! And he's still looking around wildly, waiting for something. He ends up moving down to right here, and then he says, "Skeletons!" Moves down here, and he engages one. Hits. Okay, and 11 points of damage. Okay. And Karis, you're up.
Well, I'm going to move to there, and then once again, ready shocking grasp.
Okay. Piccolo, you're up.
I guess the big dumb lug just ran off, didn't he?
Yep. I told y'all to get out of there.
Aye.
So what are you going to do?
Attack, I guess.
Can you move at 30?
I thought you said I could. I don't
It should
know.
be on your character sheet. I believe it's still a 25. I think once you get to the next level, then you get to move a little faster. In fact,
Back and then there's off and then back on again.
Sorry.
Michael?
Yeah, Chrome cratered on me.
He's back.
I
He
don't
said,
see.
oops.
I don't see Tony though.
Yeah.
I've got everybody.
He sees everyone but you, Tony.
There we go.
all right, got y'all now. All right, back here. Okay, so where were we? Okay, you moved, and what do you do? Ready your action?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Your familiar is up.
The familiar's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And so my shocking grasp goes off. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage. So a 16 to hit.
Okay. Can you do that every round, or is it just once? Once a
It's once every time I cast a first level spell.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. All right. So that hits. Go ahead and do damage.
For 4 lightning damage. And then the familiar is gonna help Necton's next attack.
Okay.
And-
It actually you drop that one.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Wait. So it started.
Yeah. You were at 25 when you were adjacent to it.
Okay. Well, then it's gonna go all the way up here, and help the next attack against that one, and then it's
I think
gonna
you need to be
move
adjacent.
back.
Something like along those marks. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then it's helping the next attack against that creature, and then it's gonna run away.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Bedwin. Actually, he's going to stay put right here, not knowing what else is coming out, and he readies his action. Okay.
Did I
You,
get another
you
save?
do get your save. Sorry. Yep.
All right. It's a mere formality, given my rolls.
It is a bit of a formality for you. You're still just unable to do anything. All right. Necton's up. He charges on down the hallway. He comes right down here. He gets advantage on the attack. Bring up his character sheet once. Oh, I've got to bring it up again. Hang on.
Would like to think I have enough presence of mind to at least preen.
Okay. Wait, why is it only... Oh, he's not doing it with advantage. We'll roll it. Okay, so that hits. And 10 points. Nice. Okay. He cleaves strongly into this thing. And that's it for him. Okay, Karis, you're up again.
We're just gonna keep readying Shocking Grasp.
Are you making those other rolls?
That's only for first level spells. Shocking Grasp is a
right, it's
cantrip.
only a cantrip. Okay. Or wait, is it Shocking Grasp? Is it a cantrip? Yeah, it is a cantrip. Isn't
Yes.
it? Okay. So- Okay. Okay, so you do that, and then it'll deliver on your Piccolo. Just before you're about to take action, you see Bedwin starting to do the same thing. He looks like he's slumping, and he kind of shakes himself and tries to regain his vigor. Something seems to be trying to affect him.
Crap.
Okay, you're up.
I can hit from here, right?
What do you? Yes, that would be adjacent.
All right. Character sheet. Arm strike.
That hits, and that's enough to put it down.
All right.
Okay, your familiar is up.
The familiar is gonna move up and shocking grasp. 15.
It's already down, but you hit it again.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Well, the familiar is gonna keep going.
There are right behind Necton. There's a skeleton. So basically, every one of these doors has a skeleton standing behind it, like shaking on the bars, literally trying to pry the doorways loose.
Okay. Well, then can I just attack through the door?
Yes, you sure can.
Sure. Well, then let's do that instead.
Let me do this for you. I'll just put them in the doorways, and I'll open them up so you can see the doorway. They just can't quite get out yet. At least the ones are immediately around you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I'll attack that one. Should I re-roll or keep that or
That's fine. You can keep it. Go ahead and do damage.
2 lightning?
Okay, that's to this one right here, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
you
then
you
it's
blasted.
gonna, yeah, and the familiar is gonna help Necton's next attack.
Okay. All right, and okay, Julien, you can make another roll.
All right.
No. Okay, and Bedouin. Okay, he yells, "More skeletons!" And he starts to move off down the hallway here. He gets to about here. Actually, I think he's only at 20 feet of movement, isn't he? Let me check him out real quick. Well, I guess he's at full 30. But he, let's see, he goes to here and he readies his action. And these come out. I will move. All right, cool. All right, and then he attacks this one. He misses. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, I think he's there.
I see his icon, but I don't see anything transmitting.
All right. Well, it's not just me then.
Maybe he's still getting his audio video working.
Perhaps. Okay. All right. So we're at the top of the order, but you need to make a saving throw, Piccolo. Wisdom.
All right. Where's my character sheet? Why is it not coming up? There we go.
Okay. You stop moving as well. You are now currently held effectively. Do the same to you. Okay, so no actions there. Necton, let's see. He wouldn't know what's around that corner, so he's going to move up and out. Well, shoot, he may not. He attacks through the bars here. Oh, you're helping him. But that hit anyway. Okay, so he stabs through the bars and does some damage to that.
It could have been a crit.
Yeah, that you bring up a great point. It was not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So he stays put, and Karis, you're up. You're able to see down the hallway, and you see that Bedouin has 2 on him now.
I'm gonna try to shake Julian out of his reverie.
Okay, so if that's your action, then on your turn, Julian, you can have advantage on your saving throw. He's like, snap out of it, man!
Huzzah!
Okay. All right. Piccolo, you can make another saving throw.
Alright. Problem playing on a laptop here is I can't have my character sheet and the map up at once.
I see Sir
what you
Bedwin
could
trying
do-
to talk. I just don't hear anything.
What's that?
I can see that Todd is trying to talk. I just don't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
There he
Hey,
is.
now I hear you. Okay, you made your save. Okay, you break out of the whatever it was, the spell that was affecting you. And however, a moment here. Oh, come on. You came at a great time. You're in the middle of combat.
I just have my laptop. We're at a hotel.
Oh, wow. You really aren't. You're not even at home at all.
Right. Yeah. No water. Place is torn up. It's a mess.
Okay, and okay, you take 1 point of necrotic damage, Piccolo, as you see a like a puncture mark appears like on your shoulder, and it like right above your neckline of your clothing, and it starts to seep blood.
The hell just hit me?
You don't know.
Can I punch behind me wherever it hit me?
You felt like something stab into you from like it was on you, but then it was just gone.
Great. Okay.
Right, but you're able to act. Directly to the side of you, a skeleton is banging on the bars. You also heard from the other side of the cell block, Bedouin said, "More skeletons."
How big are the holes in the bars here?
Big enough that you could punch through them, that's for sure.
That's exactly what I was going for. Okay.
If you're engaging them, though, they can engage you through the bars at disadvantage. Okay. You don't have advantage, so that does not hit. That also does not. Okay. Do you stay put?
Not unless I can grab the large oaf that's standing next to me and doing nothing. Unless I can yell at him to snap out of it.
Necton is okay. He shook it off. He didn't.
Okay.
He wasn't affected by it like you were. He's actively attacking these things through the cell block.
You said he was affected last round.
You saw him kind of like shake it off and bang his sword on his shield. He's like, "No!" That was
Right.
what.
That was 2 turns ago. Last turn you said that he slumped.
No, that was you that slumped. The one that
that
nearly
was before I slumped, but yes.
that was Bedouin. And
I thought Bedwin
Oh, okay.
slumped. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
No, that's okay.
I misunderstood.
Yeah. So you're stand put.
Well, I got this guy next to me to guard, so yeah.
Okay. You're familiar.
I guess I can move away from the bar though, since
Okay.
they can't engage me.
Okay. All right, Jordan, you're up, or your familiar is up.
Right. The familiar's gonna 15, 20, 25, 30. Move to right there and is gonna help Bedwin.
Okay. All right. Julian, you made your. No, you have not. You still not made your. No, but you get to make it now with advantage.
With advantage. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go.
Okay, you made it.
All right.
However, you take 6 points of necrotic damage as
Jeepers.
like 3 puncture marks, like one right here on your face, another one on your neck, one on your arm, like right below the cuff of your shirt, just start to erupt with blood, like as if like a gigantic mosquito, just like
Oh, vile. Okay, so do I have any action? Anything I can do?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to start humming discordantly to try to distract myself from this sound, and I'm going to steel myself with all of my constitution and rip my beautiful silken shirt and attempt to shove silk into my ears to block the sound.
Okay, so you're going to take your action to basically try to bind yourself up so you can't hear this anymore.
Right, and hum discordantly.
Okay. All right. Do you move or do you stay put?
I will move in far enough so I can kind of see what's going on, because I can't see anything from back there.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know that I can see anything from here, but
You see that Bedwin is engaged with skeletons down in that southern chamber there, southern corridor.
all right. Well, he's strong.
Okay. All right. So that's your action. All right. Okay, Todd. You want me to give you a quick update on everything that's happened so far?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we started. You were out on the balcony, or that platform where you suspect that executions had happened in the history of Harrowstone. The group decided that really Necton was probably the right person to carry the executioner's scythe, so he's found a way to kind of string it up on his back. He's currently got it kind of across the back of his armor. Then Julien was able to pick the lock on this very heavy steel-bound oak door, and then basically once he got into the this other short hallway, which is north of you, you began to hear the sound of clattering and shaking and such. And it seemed like after maybe a few rounds, a few moments, the whole cell block kind of came alive, and skeletons that were trapped, you suspect, inside their cells started to, rattle, trying to get out. And then shortly after that, this ghostly piping music started to emanate from somewhere in this area.
Okay. We got
So right now you're down in the end of this hallway. Two skeletons appear to have busted through their doorways, and you move down to engage them.
okay. Well then, I will engage.
Okay.
Not to be Debbie Downer, but I think he's stunned, isn't he?
Bedwin?
Mhm.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so I'm at no disadvantage or anything.
Nope. You are good.
Swing at the first one. Oh, come on. Well, swing, damn you.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's problematic because I've got your character sheet open.
Okay.
Try it again. Okay, that worked. You hit and did some damage. The one directly south of you?
Yes.
Okay. You do a little damage to it. And currently, at least, by the way, you may want to make that roll a second time just in case you happen to get a crit. You're being helped by the owl.
Okay. I am going to then. I will start backing up.
Okay, now if you do that, both of them will get an attack of opportunity against you, just so you know.
I'll stay where I'm at.
I'm probably, by the way, I'm not gonna provide that
Yeah.
tip often. So, okay. All right. So you stay put. Like I said, you can make a second attack to represent the opportunity. I'm sorry, the help that the owl gave you would have given you advantage. Even though you did hit, you could get a crit.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. All right. You're fine. Okay. So these two each attack. That one hits you. Oh my gosh. You take 8 points of damage as one skeleton um, just claws at you viciously, and it happens to catch you in the face. What's your armor class?
18.
Okay. Second one misses. Okay. And this one here is going to try to get Nectin through the bars. He's at disadvantage. He misses. These two can't do anything. They're battling extra hard to try to do something. Let me see if they can get out real quick. Okay. This one comes down to the hallway. It busts through the door. Attacks Nectin straight up. He misses. Okay. And no.
I don't even see Necton on the map. Is he on this hallway to our right? That's
He is, yeah. He went around the corner.
Okay.
No. 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 Okay. No one else is getting out. All right. Okay. Top of the order. Let's see. Karis, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You did not make it. Oh, and I think you are out of there, so I'll get rid of that. Okay, so you're not able to give directions to your owl. You're kind of mentally somewhat just enthralled by this music.
Okay.
I'll say, did I just pass right by Nectin? I did. Sorry. So it's Nectin, and then it's going to go to Piccolo. Give me a moment. All right. So Nectin turns his attention towards this one out in the hallway here, and he attacks it. He hits. Does a bunch of damage to it. Doesn't take it down though. Okay, Piccolo, you're up. That hits. Jason, are you there? I can't hear you. I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Sorry, it was muted.
There you are. Okay. So I was wondering if it was other. Okay. You drop that skeleton. It goes down.
All right. And I'm going to move back and hit this one then.
Okay. Go ahead. Hits. Okay. You can split your movement, so you can step away from the bars if you wanted to, just like you did.
Yep.
All right, you do that. Okay. I don't know if your familiar probably is going to hover around, not getting directions. So. Okay, Julian, you have successfully wrapped your ears and really can't hear anything, including any of your friends at this point.
Okay. That's fine. I can see them, though. I assume.
You sure can. What you can see most clearly is that Bedouin down there is preparing to battle alone against these skeletons.
All right. So how big are these squares? Are these also 10 feet, or are these
They're
fives?
five. They're
All
fives.
right. So 1, 2, 3. Now, are there skeletons hanging out in these doors?
There are. Yeah. Here, let me do this. I'll do the same thing. Hang on. So you can kind of see where they are.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of all of them just so you know what's standing there.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's the rules if I try to wing a dagger at one of these two attacking Bedouin? Am I going to lose any? Am I going to have to go at disadvantage or something?
No.
Yep. Yes.
It is attacking
Yep.
into a melee. You probably know better than I do, Jordan. I've not seen the rules, so.
So wait. Oh, never mind. No, I was wrong.
I think if
the
you-
one directly opposite, so the one that's on the opposite side of you from him would have half cover,
Uh-huh.
would be +2 AC, but that one would be a fine target.
Okay. Let me see. Now, if I'm standing... Yeah, alright. What do I want to do? Has Bedouin hit either of these two?
He has. The one directly in front of him, he's hit it.
This one? Alright, so I think I'm going to have to attack it with the
Only ineffectually, though.
wholly ineffectually.
Completely ineffectually.
Well,
Yeah.
before you joined, you did some damage to it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay, well, I'll attack the one that has had 2 damage done to it, I suppose.
All right, make a roll.
Alright, let's see. I don't have my boulder with me, so I guess I'll throw a dagger.
Come on. There, now it's chases. That's not what I wanted. No, that's something else. Trap saves. No, this sheet has literally everything on it covered. There we are. So, okay. That will just barely hit since he's
Okay.
got cover. But you hit him. Okay, let me see. That might nope, didn't quite.
Then don't you also get sneak attack damage?
He would actually. That's true.
Okay, and that's a D. Someone
6.
said that there was some way that I could do that automatically, but I haven't set that up, so we will just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you can add it directly to the weapon itself as like a secondary damage and just call it sneak, as an example. So 5 more damage. That's enough to put him down.
Okay.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Now, can I use bonus action to throw a second dagger, or do I only get 1?
Like with your offhand.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think you can. If you do that, you're not going to get any bonus for the damage, and of course you can't get sneak on it. It would be a bonus action to do it.
Yeah, I don't think I have a better...
You probably don't have any of the bonus actions at first level, so
I don't have a better bonus action, so I'll throw... How many daggers do I have? I think I have 2, so I will throw the second dagger
Okay.
at that one.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay.
And that's probably okay. So it's 4. That's your max
4,
damage.
right.
All right. That's not a bad hit. You clobber it right in the shoulder, and
Alright,
you know,
let me see. I
take
think
out
I
its arm.
move 5, 10, 15, 20... It's 25, so I'll move here next to him with the last 5 feet of my movement.
Okay. All right, Bedouin. The one in front of you goes down as a dagger smacks into its head and crushes the skull. It falls, shatters, and then he wings another dagger at the one adjacent to you, hits it, but it doesn't go down. So you got 1 on you right now, along with a couple others that appear to be right nearby that are trying to break through their cell doors.
I say a quick prayer that the cell doors hold, and I attack the one standing. Actually, flanking provides no bonus in this game, does it?
It's an optional rule.
What's that?
Flanking.
I will move here.
Okay.
In my game, flanking provides advantage. And then I will attack.
I think the only way that's going to work is if the owl is actively helping this round, and he's not. He's not directed currently. Karis is kind of out of it, so it's a standard attack until Julian can get there.
Yeah, I was just setting it up for when Julian gets here.
Got it.
All right. But it's not going to matter because I'm going to slay this vile beast right now.
Okay. Is that your hit? I didn't see it roll. Is that it? A 20?
20 to hit, 8 damage.
And that does it. It goes down. Okay. All right. Let's see. And Bedwin, you're gonna have to make another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, okay.
We just lose Jordan.
We appear to have lost him again. And you're fine, barely. Like you're just feeling kind of out of it, but you managed to keep yourself from going completely unconscious or listless. So, actually, though, give me a second. I got to backtrack momentarily here. I'm going to make a couple of checks. Okay. Oh, okay. He breaks out. He comes right there.
What?
He did. He busts right through. He got that extra bit of gumption when he saw you right there. He does not. Let's take these other two up here. Oh, that one does. He breaks out. 1, 2. He comes up here. That's not going to be good for Karis. Let's see.
And Necton ran around the corner. Necton!
Right. Okay. Let's see. No. 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 Okay, that one breaks out. So that one comes out to right there. So do you see this happen behind you, right? You see one, the skeleton busts out right there, but you see a little further up back towards the original hallway that you came out through. You saw a skeleton bust out of his cell door and went through that door. You're not 100% certain, but the last you saw Kara, she was still in there. You know she's not a combatant. I'm sorry, I was talking to you, Michael.
I know who's not a combatant.
Karis.
Okay.
Oh, this one busted out too. 10, 15, 20.
So I see the one tearing off for Karis, you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Okay. But is there anything I can do at the moment?
Not without disengaging, which would be problematic, of course.
I mean, it's not my action, is it?
It isn't yet. No.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't say anything yet or anything like that.
Can I? I mean, I'm happy.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a free action, you could yell something out if you hadn't already, and I don't think you did.
I'll yell, "Stuff your ears."
All right. Necton's going to disregard for the moment because he's got his hands full with bad guys. Doesn't know there's anything over there he needs to deal with. And he's going to attack one that's come up, and he misses terribly. That is bad. And let's see. He actually Necton looks over at you, Piccolo, and he's like, "We need to back up." And he moves to right here, like he's trying to create a retreat point. Okay, and Karis, you see this thing in front of you. You're really struggling to care. You're like, "Oh God, what am I going to do? This thing's like going to attack you," but you
So-
can barely consider it in this huge state that you've entered. Make another saving throw.
So Necton didn't even attack the one before moving?
Oh, you know what? It gets an opportunity. No, he did, and he missed.
Oh, okay.
It does get. You're right. Two of them are going to get an opportunity attack against him. I don't think he's he doesn't care about it too much, but they're going to take it. That's a miss, and that's a miss. Okay, so I resolved that. All right, you're up. Make your save.
So my my hero card,
Yeah.
I can use it to succeed on a wisdom-based skill check. Can I use it to succeed on a wisdom-based saving throw?
Yes. You want to burn it?
Yes, I want to burn it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and throw it out on the. Yeah, let me modify all those because you should be able to use them on saves too. So yeah, you go ahead and play the card.
How do I do that?
You just bring it up, throw it out on the drag it out to the table. I'll collect it. Okay, so you've used it, and you make your save. You're perfectly fine. What are you going to do? You got a skeleton right on you.
I'm going to. Gosh, what do I want to? How do I deal with this? I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and then move behind this door and shut it.
All right, you're back outside. Are you like holding the door shut?
Yes, I'm holding the door shut.
Okay. All right, you pull that off. Okay, Piccolo. You've got one that if you moved without attacking or destroying it, you would have to perhaps do a disengage to get away from it, or it would get an opportunity attack. Or you can attack and hope you bring it down, move, whatever you want to do.
I will attack it and then move.
Okay. That's a hit. Okay. Still up.
It's okay. I get a second attack.
That's a hit too. I'm sure you're going to take it down now. Yep. Okay, it goes down.
And now I move.
Okay. All right. All right. You now have control of your familiar again. What do you want it to do? There's still a heck of a fight in there.
It's gonna help Julian's attack against that one, and then it's gonna flies. It's gonna hide, kind
Okay.
of. It's gonna like get behind him, behind his head.
Okay. It's a tiny creature, so it can hide directly behind it in the same space. That's fine. All right, so he's going to help Julian. Okay, and that's it. All right, Julian, you're up.
Hey, all right. So there's two out in the room in the hallway with us. One is giving me the stink eye, I assume.
Well,
And
you see one right next to you in the hallway.
right,
There's one that's technically on the other side of that open doorway.
right,
It hasn't quite moved yet.
okay. But then there's one up that chased down Karis.
Right.
And so I don't know where she went, but I have my suspicions. and I know that Nectin and Piccolo are somewhere off, somewhere else, so I can't hear anything. All right, what's my? And I see this crazy bird flapping at this one on me. Sir Bedwin has already hit this one over here, right? Or is that dead?
They're down.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead. So there's only this one. All right. Well, then I will attack that one.
Now there are still skeletons trying to break down doorways, or through the iron bars that are holding it back.
Yeah. No. And unfortunately, though, I don't have sneak attack. All right. Well, I will give it a rapier.
That is not a hit.
I'm first.
Okay. Then I will bonus action a short sword.
That you have help, so that hits. Actually, that would hit either.
The help is only for the first attack.
Yeah. Okay. He does hit either way, even with a 13. So you
Okay.
you will get your sneak damage since you're being helped.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the rule's on there, but I'll allow it for now.
All right. So it was there.
One more. Okay. Okay. Here, you use that sword all the time, don't you? That's pretty much your kind of main deal.
The rapier and the short sword.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
just do second damage. 1d6.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Alt swoop. Oh, is it nice out? Nice.
Super nice and a nice breeze.
Sweet. Okay. All right. I showed you what you can do just in the rapier. You can do that whenever you like. Wow, it is nice out there. Holy cow.
Yeah, really cool.
Okay. All right. So you do some damage to it, and I assume you're not moving.
No. No, I don't want to take an opportunity attack. So, and it doesn't. A 5-foot step doesn't seem to get me all that much. So, actually, I'm gonna sidestep here.
No!
I forgot to tell you, Julien. Not Julien. Sorry, Karis.
I yell back. I yell, move back.
Okay.
Karis, you notice now that you've got your hands kind of holding that door shut. Over the back of one of them, there's a little pierced mark. You took a point of damage somewhere along the line. Okay. All right, Bedwin, you're up. There is a skeleton on the other side of the bars from you, but it has not broken out. You can attack it normally, but in attacking it, it can attack you back at disadvantage through the bars.
I am going to ignore that one, and I am going to charge, do a shield bash on a charge at this one.
Nice, do it.
So I don't have. Dang it! I hate mouse pointer or laptop mouse controls. I do not have on my character sheet. I do not have a shield. I mean, I have a shield, but I don't have it listed as a weapon. So I'm just going to roll a d20.
Is it the same? It's the same 2 hit as your longsword, right? You can use that.
Okay.
We'll know that it's a shield. You can add it in later. That's a hit. You just plow into it and just smash it to the ground. It's done. Okay. So that only took you what 10 foot of movement. So
Okay.
you can continue on through if you want.
Get up there.
Okay.
Because we know Karis was up here, right?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah. I will
All
run.
right, so you move up there. Give me a second. I'm going to make basically a coin toss. Okay. All right. All right, this thing charges over to the door and tries to open it. It's going to be an opposed strength test, Karis, or athletics if you have it.
Okay.
Wow.
Beefy.
Yeah.
The strength of panic.
The strength of fear.
You keep it from opening the door. It's like one of those ones where you literally have your feet against the door jamb and you're like, trying to keep it from opening up. There's like skeletal fingers scrabbling on the inside of the door, and you shut it, and then they kind of like they're like, and then they try to pull it open again.
So you're saying it's a feat of strength?
No, it's a strength of feet.
Something like that. Okay. All right, and let's see. Connected's gonna have to make another save.
Uh-oh.
He stops cold. All right. However, he gets another immediate saving throw because it's his turn. Still can't make it. Okay. All right. Karis, are you still trying to hold that door? If you
Well,
do
in order for
something-
him to open it, he's gonna have to grab the handle, right?
if you're not there to, it's been unlocked. If you're not there applying your strength to it, which will require an action, then it can just open the door.
But he's still got to turn the handle.
Yeah, you can hope your friends will
It's a
get there.
metal handle.
So what do you do?
It's a metal handle, right?
It is.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp on the handle.
Okay. Unfortunately, not enough.
Shucks. Well, then I'm gonna run away.
It was a nice idea. I liked it. I wanted to give you an advantage because it was touching metal, and but no, that just didn't work. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away.
You run down to the grass or whatever, down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Piccolo, your buddy seems to have just stopped.
Great. And there's the Can I slap him? See if it wakes him up?
You can apply your action to give him advantage on his next save.
Yeah, I'll try and slap him.
Okay. You could move after that if you wanted to, but it's up to you.
I gotta kind of watch his back because if he's not doing, no, I'll stay with him, but I'll hold my second attack in case something comes up to me.
Okay. Got it. All right, and your familiar is up. I think as long as you're within a mile, you're fine. So what do you want to have him do? You did notice, by the way, that one kind of broke through down here.
The familiar's gonna fly up and attempt to. He's just gonna fly at this one and attempt to distract it, and then fly back this way.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right, Julian.
All right,
You
so
also
there's
noticed one
one.
break through to the south.
There's one out in the hall. There's one that went back through the door. There is a bloody knight in the room with me, and we're missing 2 parties. This is a complicated.
Yeah, the Knight of Ozem is not looking too hot. He's got blood kind of running down the front of his cassock, or whatever it is he wears over his armor.
Okay, well, I'm going to reach into my paladin hood and lay hands on myself.
Right.
So what is the story with being able to attack ones through the bars?
You're fine to do so. They're at disadvantage to attack you if you're attacking them, in melee range. But you
Okay.
can also back away from the bars. They'll get an attack against you at disadvantage when you do that, though.
Okay, then I will move here and attempt to skewer this one through the bars.
Okay. Nope. That does hit, though.
Okay.
Sneak damage isn't going to be successful here, though.
Okay.
Okay. You do some damage to it, though. All right. Okay. Bedwin, you're up.
All right.
You there, Todd?
Yep. I'm just contemplating. Okay. I will move up here. Oh, man, that's going way, ways away. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. All right. I will move there.
Yeah, this thing is like trying to open a door, and right before you get there, it kind of staggers backwards slightly as the door kind of comes open, and you see electricity crackling around the steel handle on the other side of the skeleton from you.
I shall swing at that skeleton.
Okay.
And
That misses. Roll a 20 again for me. Okay, you're fine. Okay, you miss. Okay, Necton gets to make another saving throw. Still not enough. Oh, wait. Let me make that twice because
Yeah.
he gave you advantage. Nope. It's a straight roll for him. Okay. It's pretty obvious to you, Karis, that even as you're running down the stairs, that you hear the sounds of battle directly on the other side of the door.
Oh. Well, then I open the door and shock and grasp it.
Okay. That's a hit. Okay, you do it some damage.
And then I shut the door.
Sure. Sure you do.
That's called Suck It, Bedouin.
Like, I like it. Okay. All right. Piccolo, your buddy is not snapping out of it. You hear the skeleton just to the north of you is like nearly pushing the bars of its cell door out of its housing.
Plug his ears. He metas.
I can't. I'm not that tall.
And you can't talk.
Yeah, that too.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab him and start pulling him back towards the door, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you grapple him, and you can move at half speed. So for you, it's going to be about 10 feet. So move yourself 10 feet. I'll move him with you. Okay. And you could probably, swing him around. So I'll let you put him up over here. Okay. You're able to kind of see that out of the corner of your eye, Julien. You see that the halfling is like dragging this dude, trying to maneuver him around a corner.
Okay.
Okay. Your familiar is up.
The familiar is going to move over here and caw in his ear to try to overcome the noise.
Oh, try to give him advantage.
Yes.
Okay. The owl. Hang on here.
Hoot hoot.
The owl notes that there are 3 things hanging out in the rafters up above the tables over here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Julian, you're up.
Okay. I don't want to be that guy, but nothing has attacked us in a while. Is that on purpose?
Oh, this it's not the end of the round. Did it attack? No, it did not attack you last round, did it? It didn't hit anything anyway. Nothing.
Oh.
You're up.
I'm up. Okay. Alright, okay, so what do I see here? I see Bedouin went around the corner. I can't hear anything. I see this crazy owl flapping in some guy's ear. I see a skeleton down the hallway, and I see one that I assume, done some damage to through the bars.
Yes.
That's what I see. Okay, in that case, I will... and I don't see... Well, let's see. Is this guy going to get an opportunity attack on me if I disengage? I mean, not...
He will, but at disadvantage.
Alright, well, I'm going to kill him then. Or attempt to.
That's a miss.
Okay, I will attempt to again.
Hit.
Okay.
And even without the sneak, it's enough to put him down.
Okay, so let me start moving then. Alright, so... I'll move here.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the same space as the owl, but that's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bedouin.
I will attack the skeleton who is trying to beat up our sorceress.
And he disappears. While we're waiting for him to come back, well, go ahead and make your attack roll. I'll be right back and give you another beer.
Yeah, I'm going to be AFK second myself.
Well, it's a bag. All right. Let's see. Did my attack go through? No, it did not. If you're there, Todd, you'll need to click the longsword button again, or whatever you're going to use for your attack. Maybe he cannot hear us.
You're still playing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
it did not go through. That did not hit. Oh, it's splitting its attention. I'll give you an advantage. You can roll again.
Okay.
How do you cook the popcorn?
You don't. It's in the bag.
Do I just microwave it for how
No. It's a bag of pre-cooked popcorn.
at least
It's in the
it's
corner.
cooked?
It's in the corner.
Is it recooked?
That's what I said. Yeah, just take a look in the corner. Okay, that does hit. You do 4 points of damage. All right. Not enough to bring it down, but you definitely have its attention now. And okay. Okay. No. Julian, you feel now, perhaps because you can't hear anything, you feel a presence like trying to impress itself upon you, but nothing seems to come through. Like a pressure is, coming at you, but nothing.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I was. Okay. Any sense of where this is coming from?
Here.
Okay.
Let's see. Necton gets to make another save. He gets advantage. Still can't shake it. All right, Karis, you're up.
I open the door.
Okay. The skeleton's still there. Now it's turned to face Bedouin.
All right, did I miss?
You get advantage. You hit it,
Oh, nice.
and that's enough to bring him down.
I close the door.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Piccolo, you're up.
Does Necton appear to have any weight on him or anything in any part of his body?
Does he appear to have any weight? I mean, he's got armor on. That's it.
Well, I mean, okay. I remember what section of his skin is exposed.
Necton? Right
Yeah.
now, almost nothing. Actually, nothing at all. He's got a full helmet on. He's got chainmail. He's got gloves or greaves or he's fully covered.
Okay.
Maybe he has a little bit open on the that with chainmail he probably just has like an open faced helmet, so he's got a little bit of.
Does he have a wound on his face?
No.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking like me, I felt the weight on me kind of thing.
It seemed to when you snapped out of it, that's when the wound happened.
Okay. And that skeleton down the hall isn't pursuing us?
Oh God, I got so many on the board. I completely missed it. You're right. Let's see. 16. Yeah, actually he does, and he's going to attack Necton with advantage. Still can't hit him through the armor.
Do I get to attack him since he moved past me?
Hang on. No, he's still adjacent to you. He hasn't actually moved completely out of your range yet.
Well, right, but okay. But as he moved past, I didn't get to attack.
No, because he'd have to leave your area
Just
in
to
order
leave,
to
okay.
get the
right.
opportunity.
Just to
Okay,
enter and
that's
leave
fine.
your reach.
All right.
But you can attack him since he's there.
All right, then I'll attack him.
Hey, you know what, guys? I am going to just move these out of the way. The ones that are toast. Makes it easier. Okay. That is not a hit. No, it is. It is a hit.
The first one, the second one.
Both of them.
Okay, then there you go.
Okay.
13 points of damage.
You take him out.
Oh, that's us hitting them.
Yep.
That
Yes.
was Necton getting slaughtered.
No.
No, that was me.
All right. Actually, let me do a couple of quick checks here. Okay. All right. And now you're familiar.
It's gonna fly over here and help Bedouin.
Okay. Julian, you're up.
Okay, so you said I was hearing some kind of sound from here.
Yes.
Take a quick glance there. Do I see anything? that would be generating the sound?
All you see is your companion, the halfling.
Okay. And so I see one active critter over here on Sir Bedwin. So I will come here, staying with it in his reach, and then I will attack.
You will have. You'll be able to sneak.
Okay. Let's see if I can hit with a rapier this time.
Yep, you hit him. It's not enough to take him out, but you definitely hit him hard.
Alright, I will hit him with a short sword.
Mm-hmm. That did the well. Let's see. Hold on. Technically, only did 5 points of damage, but even at 5, that was enough.
Okay.
Okay. So you cleared the area there. The music still persists. Okay. Bedwin, you're up.
I will move out into the hall. There's no active skeletons.
None visible, but the eerie
Right.
flute music is
Yep.
still there, and it's a little louder.
Okay. I will walk over to our companion and I will slap him and say, "Remember your training, man. Snap out of it." Slap him around a little bit.
Okay, you do so. You smack him. He'll get advantage on his next save. Okay, let's see. Bedwin, you need to make another saving throw. Wisdom.
I do? Okay.
Yes, you do. You fall into a stupor as well. Remember your... Oh. Okay. Well, let's see. First of all, let me see if Necton's able to break free. And, okay, he finally does. He's like, thanks. And he looks over at you, and you're out. Okay. He shakes himself loose of you, Piccolo. He's like, I'm okay now. Let's get him out of here. And he starts dragging Bedwin with him. And let's see. 5, 10, 15, and he brings him and puts him in here. Okay. Karis, you're up.
You skip me.
No, you're a little further down. You're on 19.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
gonna
Sorry.
open the door and step inside. And ready shocking grasp.
Okay. Okay. Piccolo, this little small, actually tiny, actually a little smaller than the owl, creature with like a long proboscis on the end of it. You think of like basically like a giant mosquito, comes buzzing up to you and tries to land on you. However, cannot quite attach itself to you, missing.
Okay. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay. All right, it is your turn.
Do-do-do-do.
That's going to be a hit.
Is it
Let's
still
see.
up?
That's enough to knock it down, and it falls to the ground. No longer moving.
Is it dead?
You think so?
All right. Turn around, head towards the door. Do I see any more?
Yeah, there's two more that came flying up to hover around Necton. They don't appear to have engaged him yet.
All right, I'm gonna hit the one in front here that I can see,
You bet.
and
That hits, and you knock it down too. It's small, it's probably only maybe its full kind of almost bat-like sort of wingspan is maybe only like 2 foot across.
I don't know. For a halfling, that's kind of huge.
I suppose that's true. Okay, your familiar is up, Karis.
It's gonna move to here, and so I'm gonna shocking grasp that one.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. And then it's gonna help Necton's next attack.
Okay. All right, Julien. Bedouin is out of it. What do you want to do? We can't hear you. Were you on mute?
Oh, you see, yeah. Out of it dead or out of it enthralled?
Enthralled, although obviously still bleeding from the neck.
All right, so I'm going to sigh ruefully, look at my poor shirt, hope that Karis has mending, and tear a strip off and try to block Bedouin's hearing.
Okay. You block his ears as well as your action. Okay, got it. You'll give him advantage on the next his next save. Okay, which is right now. Make a wisdom save at advantage, Todd.
With advantage. Big numbers. No way.
Got it. All right. Yeah, you kind of snap back out of it, although you can't hear anything. You realize that someone's kind of tugging at this like thing around that's been kind of pressed into your ears and trying to hold it in place, like he's created a little headband kind of thing for you.
You look sassy now.
I nod in appreciation. Was the will save my action, or can I make an attack?
That's just a save. It doesn't take an action at all.
Okay, then I will attack.
Oh, sorry though. When that happens, this could be bad. Let's take a look.
Yeah, this could be bad.
Oh, how many hit points you got left?
3.
How many?
3.
Okay, you're down to 0. A fresh wound sprouts from the other side of his neck, and he drops like a sack of potatoes. You're at 0. You're at 0 hit points. Now you got to make a death save on your next turn. Okay. This dude over here is going to attack Necton. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. He is not able to get through Necton's armor. Okay. Necton's up. He sees that Bedouin is down. And he turns to attack the creature to his left. He hits it and downs it. And he's like, let's get out of here. But he doesn't move. He's going to probably try to be the last guy out. Okay, Karis, you're up.
Well, I don't need any further incentive. I'm gonna run away.
Okay, so you head out the door, head back outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Piccolo, what do you do?
I see Bedouin down.
Yeah, he's down.
I'm going to use my card to heal. What is it? 1d8 points on Bedouin.
Is that what the special ability on it is?
It's got 3, but it's one of them.
Okay, roll.
If I can remember how to do 1d8.
You can do a macro or you can do a /R for roll and then 1d8, and it'll just do it right in the chat window. That'll work. Okay, you're back up to 7 hit points immediately. Although you're down, Bedouin. You know you're prone.
Yep.
Okay, you need to drop the card out on the map, Jason. Thank you. Okay. All right. So the familiar's turn. What does it do?
It's gonna. So he's still prone.
He's down. Yeah.
Okay.
Although you see he's roused.
Yeah, it's gonna grab onto the back of his armor and start trying to help him up.
All right. Okay, Julian, what do you do? Oh, you're on mute again.
Is there anything actively attacking us that I see?
Still more skeletons, like trying to get their way out of the cells, but nothing out of the hallways currently.
Okay. And is the sound still centered on our halfling?
No,
No.
it's further in that room, like somewhere in the vicinity of this area.
Okay. Then I'm gonna grab. Bedouin and start dragging him towards the door.
Okay, you can move at half speed and do so.
All right. So we'll get about. Let's see. Where was I?
We'll move him over there. Whoops, wrong one. Put him right there next to you. Okay, Bedouin. You probably want to get up, I assume.
I stand up, and then I will.
You have help for your standing action.
I appreciate it.
How does that work on a stand? I mean, really? Okay, joke. It's like,
And then I will hold an attack action as everybody else goes out.
okay, all right, yeah. So you guys all exit the cell block, and you guys find yourself back out on the prison grounds.
All right. So I'll take the stuffing out of my ears.
Okay.
And say, once your ears are completely covered, the sound no longer affects you.
Okay. I assume you do this after the door is safely shut behind you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. You guys are back out on that platform on the northwest side of the building. Everybody has enough experience to make it to second level.
Oh.
So, you guys want to go back to town after your harrowing adventure, or what's your next plan? You can't level until you exit from a dangerous situation.
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
I think we should go into town, get a good night's rest, talk to the priest, about using the material that Professor had found in that stash in the cemetery. So we are better equipped for our next journey into the prison.
Okay, so you so as you come back from the prison, you head straight over to the Temple of Pharasma to try to find him.
Does that sound good to everybody else?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay, so you guys go as a group over to the temple, or you guys split up when you get into town? What are your plans?
Wait, I
Well,
thought
a couple might.
we were doing that tomorrow. I thought we were getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, okay, you're just heading back, rest. That's it. Right there for the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I will return to my research.
Okie dokie. Here. Dun, 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 dun. You guys go ahead and do whatever you need to level yourself to second. We can take a quick break, and you let me know when you're done.
Okay, what did we decide about hit points? We can take.
You can either roll right here
Uh-huh.
and add your con modifier, or if you're a rogue, which is a die 8, you can just have 5 hit points
Okay.
plus your con modifier.
5. All right, I'll do that.
If you're a fighter or a paladin, you can just have 6 plus your con modifier. Let's see, Jordan, you'd get 4. Jason, you could have 5 plus, obviously plus your con modifiers.
And I
Unless you want to roll
5 what?
hit points for second level.
Okay.
and
In
I
fact,
have forgotten. Do we have some kind of unusual house rule on long rest hit point return?
I follow the standard. So you get all your hit points back on a long rest, but you only get half of your hit dice if you used any hit dice during your short rest.
During a short rest. Okay, it must have been someone else that had some kind of squirrely slow hit point return. Okay. Alright, what the heck do I need to do to go to level 2?
Yeah. I've got that same problem.
I think I just had to write down what I can do.
Oh, evasion! Woohoo! What does
Level
evasion do?
Ooh, cunning action. What is that? Oh, I don't get to pick my archetype yet. Oh, what a chip.
All right, I think I've got Necton pretty much figured out. I think he's pretty much.
That's actually not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I think he just gets his. Oh, he gets his action surge. It's a pretty big deal.
What the heck?
Okay. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
I'd like to get up early before we're gonna go out. Let me make sure I want to do this. Where's my? Did we say equipment costs basically what's in the book?
Right now, equipment is straight up book costs.
All right, let's
If
see.
you want anything that's out of the common area, no problem. If you want something specialized, you just need to let me know.
No, I'm just gonna have to do without till we go back and get them. Okay.
Pretty much, like when it comes to clothing, though, um, anything that's more extravagant than, like, let's say, merchants' clothing is out.
Oh, I have a spare set of excellent clothing that came with my background.
Oh, of course you do.
So
Of course you do.
I'm just down to one though. So, but no, I was gonna get daggers, but I don't have enough cash to waste it on daggers right now because I threw mine away. All right. Then I will do nothing.
Everybody ready to go?
Just a couple seconds.
I'm still working on mine because
Take a quick look here. Oh, okay.
wait, that's not.
Julian, you're thinking about heading out, and you hear a knock at the front door.
The front door. All right. I'll take a look through the window and see who might be standing there.
You see, it's that boy, the one who seems to manage the post.
Ah, yes. All right. I will open the door for the boy.
Yeah, you sent a letter yesterday, right?
I did.
Yeah. So it's a fresh day. He says he's got his little cap and he's got it in front of him. He says, "Excuse me, sir. I thought you all," and he's looking around inside, kind of beyond you to see who all might be here. Little curious kid. He goes, "I thought you might all be interested. There's been more defacement down at the memorial."
Really? What sort of defacement? And why would we be interested?
He goes, "Well, you were quite interested yesterday. Everybody knows.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the nature of this defacement?
Same thing as yesterday, I guess. Gotta go."
Well,
He's got
drown
like a
me.
little
Wait,
fun
boy! And I'll flip him a copper because I'm a big spender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he spots it and catches it nicely and scampers off.
Okay, so I will...
Okay.
So is anybody else up, or are the Sleeping Beauties still sleeping?
I figure, Bedouin's probably been up for a while now.
All right.
Yeah. I went for my run and
I will
calisthenics.
I'll pass along the message from the boy about the thing at this place
With the stuff and
with the stuff, right?
the stuff and the people. Yeah. Well, Necton, he gears up. He's like, "I think we should go check it out."
I agree.
I will nod in assent in slight boredom, as is my way.
Okay. Well, you guys follow Necton. You guys trudge down there to the memorial, and sure enough, it looks like you can kind of see where the scrawl from the previous day, like maybe it tried to wash it off, but it's been freshly kind of swabbed on with blood. But now there are two very obvious letters scrawled across the face of the memorial, a V and an E. And then looks like maybe there was a little extra blood that whoever it was just decided to splatter all over the thing.
Do we have any investigatorial types here? Not my strong suit.
I don't have investigation, but I can. Arcana.
When you get down there, there's really nobody around at this point, which is a little odd because yesterday there were quite a few people that were hanging around. And you guys are, it's probably, maybe an hour and a half after dawn, so quite a bit of activity in the town. Necton's looking around at the ground and he says, there's a lot of tracks going down along the bank of the river here. He goes, but if they weren't, if this area hadn't already been, walked all over, probably by some local washer folk or who knows what. He goes, either we could spot them or maybe I could even track them shortly after it happened. If we saw it happen.
Maybe we should watch, or someone should watch anyway this evening.
He goes, I could do that.
Well, we'll see when the evening comes. Maybe we'll find the graffito in the meantime.
So yeah, you guys are kind of checking out around the area, looking it over, etc. Sure enough, you see up by the covered bridge at the top of the hill, the wide-rimmed hat, indicating that the sheriff is looking down on you. He comes trudging down the hill, approaches the group. He actually comes over to you, Bedwin. You see it's Sheriff Benjamin Kaler.
I nod. Good morning, Sheriff.
Says, did you learn anything that I couldn't?
From the up at the prison?
He says, what did you say? You were a little muffled there.
Up at the prison?
He goes, so you, what? He goes, well, he stops himself. He says, no, well, first of all, I mean here. Did you learn anything here?
Really, with all the tracks that are, all the movement and local people that have come down to see, we really weren't able to determine anything.
Okay. So you went to the prison yesterday?
We did.
And?
Unfortunately, the undead infestation of the prison is quite significant, so we had to retreat. We are going to go speak to the father. I have none of my notes, so I can't get his name, but we're going to go speak to the priest.
Father Grimborough? Yeah, okay. This is because when it comes to the Rustlands, and in many cases when we're talking about the dead, he goes, I think he's probably the best person to talk to, absolutely.
And then, so we're hoping to go back today, and then tomorrow I can come in and let you know what we found out.
He goes, just don't bring any of that trouble down to the town.
That is...
He nods towards the memorial. He goes, this is disturbing enough.
Any idea, Sheriff, what this augurs?
He says, no. No, in fact, he goes, until recently, this was a pretty sleepy little town. He kind of leaves the implications kind of hanging out there.
I'll ignore the implication with a smile.
Well, hopefully it will soon be a sleepy little town again.
All right. He says, you know where to find me. He goes trudging off. Necton looks over at you, Bedouin, since you're the one that indicated you want to talk to the father, and he says, "I trust you can see that through." He goes, "I made a bargain with Jorfa, the old smith." He goes, "I need to get back to work." He goes, "Let me know if we plan to do anything."
Okay, we will get you before we head back to the prison.
Okay. He goes. He heads out. All right. So it's just the four of you. So you guys head over to the temple, or what's your plan?
Yes, let's go to the temple.
Okay. Well, you guys cross the covered bridge and head over to the west side of the town. Nicer homes here. You can definitely see Julian across from the Temple of Pharasma. Here, I'll move you guys over here just so you kind of know generally where you are. Over here is the estate of Lord Vashian, or not Lord, sorry, the Councilman Vashian Hearthmount. And then a little further up here, you see is the Temple of Pharasma.
Sorry, I did not mean to put that in the chat.
Oh. No worries. Yeah, so you guys find yourself in the front of the temple. It's probably, you'd say at least 100-year-old establishment. It's kind of a small but somewhat Gothic-looking church. The temple of the spiral of Pharasma emblazoned upon the double doors, kind of half on each. They're probably wood with like beaten bronze over them.
Is that the graveyard across from the temple?
No, this is a field here. The rest lands are way up to the north.
Okay.
I think you can see the.
Oh, I see the. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And
Yeah,
the book said something about the artifacts being in a crypt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in the field across from the temple, you see a couple of, younger men wearing, simple priestly vestments out there working in the field out here.
Okay.
The actually, it's a actually take a look at the weather. There's just a very light wind. Typical temperature has been. The doors are actually open, leading right into the hall here in the morning.
Okay. It doesn't happen to be a vineyard, does it? Is it?
It does, in fact.
Oh. While the set of marching in like, I don't know, some sitcom group of buffoons, I'll let them go in, and I will check out the vineyard.
Okay. Well, it's all red grapes, very very dark red grapes, and hazarding a glance behind the main temple itself, you see a few outbuildings back there that makes you wonder if perhaps they've got something going on back there. They've got some wagons, and you can see there's like little hand carts, I should say, not wagons. And they've got baskets, and they're actually out there picking grapes. So I mean, it's that time of year. In fact, where if they went much further and they had the technology to make ice wines, you'd be almost in that season.
Ah, okay. I'll make a sort of show of looking at the grapes, inspecting them and hemming and hawing, and then I'll walk back towards those. You said the outbuildings. It looks like they're doing some wine-related. The outbuildings in the field or the outbuildings behind the temple?
Back over here.
Okay. Then I'll wander over there.
Okay. Yeah, you get a couple of sidelong glances from the pair of young men in the field or among the vineyards, but they're kind of too far away to engage in conversation, and they don't really pay you much mind aside from just seeing that you're looking in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, you move on back to the back of the behind the temple there. But in the meantime, okay, so Piccolo, Karis, and Bedwin, you guys go into the main part of the temple, into the foyer, and it's kind of a traditional sort of church. There's pews, there's an altar. You see kind of bustling around behind the altar, doing some various things, is the crotchety yet tall, gaunt old man known as Father Vorian Grimborough.
I make the appropriate religious gestures upon entering.
You have a religion skill? Is out of curiosity?
The order I belong to is a Pharasmian.
Right. So you do your best to kind of fit in amongst them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. So you go and make the proper gestures, and there's like like 5 stations representing the various forms of life and death, and you go and make the proper gestures in each of the spaces. Make a religion check. You got it.
I don't know if I do or not. A sec here. Stupid character sheet. I have a really low intelligence, so fairly low.
All right, yeah. So you do your best to try to fit in a bit,
but I do have wisdom, and I do have insight. So
sure.
I can at least imitate.
He spares a glance back at you and just kind of shakes his head and goes back to, doing some stuff with the various implements that he's got, behind the, he's got working with the sensor and some other stuff. But with the group of you coming in, he does definitely pay attention to you, Bedwin, kind of, traipsing into the hall. And he says, right. He says, what brings a Knight of Ozem into my church?
We, as you know, we were here for the good professor's funeral, and upon the reading of his will, and we were allowed to peruse his journal. We had questions on the going-ons up at the prison. We went up to the prison yesterday afternoon and became aware of a very serious infestation of the undead.
He grunts, kind of, just, yeah, that's all. He just kind of grunts at that, doesn't say anything else at the moment. He waits for you to continue.
In a file.
Yes. Now, in the professor's journal, he made mention of a cache of items in I would remember the tomb, the crypt it was stored in, but I know I wrote it down.
In a file.
I do not have my notes.
He goes, "That's quite peculiar." He goes, I've not heard of such a thing." He goes, "The professor believed that there were items stored in a false crypt in the Restlands."
The professor noted that he did not think the temple was aware, and I got the impression he made use of the items himself. Before I go back to the temple, I would like to better fortify ourselves for such an endeavor, and I wanted to seek your permission to go to this crypt and see if there is any of these items remaining.
He goes, "Wait here." He goes into a, kind of a side chamber, a wing of the temple, and I mean, how long do you want to wait?
I will wait as long as necessary.
Okay, all right. It takes him about 30 minutes, and while you're waiting, I'll shoot back to you, Michael. So you get back to the first outbuilding back here, and the smell is quite pungent of fermenting something or other.
Okay.
Grapes. You look in there and you see maybe a 30-something monk. You think, and he's got his robes up around his hips and his legs are exposed and he's just sitting there squashing grapes.
Ah, all right.
He sees you kind of, he's just kind of moving around, not paying attention. Eventually he sees you and he kind of stops and he's like, "Oh, this is somewhat compromising."
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I am an enophile, as I'm sure that you are as well, and I wanted to check out the grapes. I saw them in the field, and they looked delightful. I think you're going to have a wonderful vintage this year. And I was hoping maybe I didn't want to presume that I could try a grape to judge, but I was hoping maybe you would allow me to try one of the grapes out of the field.
He points over to a basket. Well, there's piles of baskets. He points to one. He says, "Feel free."
So I
He says, "Give me just another moment here. I need to finish."
Oh, please, of course. We do the same on our estates every summer. And I'll...
Yeah, he says, so he asks you, he says, where are you from, sir?
We're from the north. And then I will turn and look at the grapes and pick one that looks especially juicy and give it a try.
Yeah, you're fairly certain that if you handled it anything more than gingerly, it might just literally burst. It's so ripe and full.
Okay.
And it just explodes in your mouth. Delicious flavor. Very kind of a deep, heady sort of strength to the grape. So yeah, he kind of beams a bit. And he says, "I've been the head vintner here at the temple for the last 15 years." He goes, "We've been producing quality wines for almost a century."
I think, brother, that you have a vintage year here. This is amazing. How long has that vineyard been in operation? This seems old growth to me.
Well, he says, for about the same amount of time. He says we went through a drought that lasted for about 8 years, where we did not produce any wines. He goes, but otherwise we've been consistently producing, and we have easily the best reds in all of Canterwall.
I assume these all go to the capital. Or is it possible to get an allocation?
He says, "Well, where is it again?" He says the Outward Inn, they sell our fare, although it's not the rail, mind you. he says, as well as the laughing demon, he goes, but that Zokar Elkarid, he goes, he blended it.
What? With what?
Yeah.
Does
He goes,
he?
don't get me started.
And am I to imagine that he doesn't tell his patrons that it's blended, but charges the full price?
He he just seems completely aghast. He goes, he creates these concoctions and names them strange things. He goes, it completely. He just stops, disgusted.
Scandalous scoundrel! I drown me. That's horrid.
Yeah. So, yeah, he says um, he seems to be genuinely excited that you are showing interest. He says, "Let me clean myself off here a moment, sir." He goes, and we can talk while I show you, our operation.
Oh, I would love to see it.
Okay. So back to you guys inside. Finally, Father Grimborough comes back out with a couple of books, and he actually just slaps them down on the altar, opens one up, and he looks back over to you, Bedwin, and he shakes his head and he goes, "By the lady," he goes, "you're absolutely right." He goes, "Clerics almost a century ago set a cache of some kind of items." He goes, "Something called a siphon and a planchet." He goes, and a couple of other items. He goes, they're there in the crypt. He goes, now how Lorimar found them. He goes, I can only imagine that when I gave him access to my libraries, he came in. He goes, probably a year ago or more, seeking information about the prison. He goes, that's the only thing I can think of. He goes, you see his brow furrow a bit, and he goes, I thought better of the old man.
Yes, he was a quite studious man, and a little tidbit of something he reads that would mean nothing to the rest of us. I also agree. I'm sure if you knew that he was planning on venturing into the prison and he felt he needed the items in the crypt, why he hesitated to contact you directly, I have. It makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm. He goes, so you've come to tell me about this cache of good faith.
Well, one, to let you know they're there, and two, to ask your permission to see if we can collect them for you and then possibly use some of them in our attempts to rid the prison of its undead problem.
Make a persuasion test, and I'll give you advantage since you approached him in the way you did.
Okay.
He says, I'd like to send an acolyte with you to see it for myself. He goes, but I believe I will allow it. He goes, your purpose in taking these items would be to use in what? At Harrowstone?
Yes, in Harrowstone.
To do what there?
To defeat the undead who are throughout the cells.
He goes, it's a worthy venture. He goes, I'll allow it. He goes, I'll send Brother Maynard with you.
Thank you, sir. And of course, anything we do not use will be returned to the church.
Okay. Sure. What is it you want to try to understand about him?
Is he being honest?
That's a deception check. He seems pretty much face value. Like, he strikes you as that old salt of the earth kind of guy that just can't be bothered to lie about anything.
Okay.
Doesn't have enough energy for it. Okay.
I'm just making sure he's not setting us up to get killed.
So yeah, he goes striding out the front door, and surprising for a man of his age, he yells over across the field, in the vineyard, "Brother Maynard!" He beckons for him to come forth. The guy immediately jumps comes dashing over the front of the church, and Grimborough describes that he is going to accompany you guys to the Restlands, where it sounds as though there's false crypts. He mentions the plot and says, they intend to open it and take the items within, and I'm going to allow it. He goes, I just want you there to witness it. He's like, yes, Father. And he awaits. Okay, so Julien, you wait as the man cleans his feet off. The vintner describes him, or he refers to himself as Brother Jane.
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 All right.
And he takes you back through the other two buildings. You see several casks of wine in one of the two outbuildings, maybe 40 to 50. It's hard to tell. There's several deep. And then he takes you back to the last building. Now, this one actually has two brothers with staves just sitting outside of it. And he says, as you can imagine, he goes, there's a bit of wealth here in the form of our wines, and we do guard it. He goes, it is a significant source of income to the church.
Of course.
He goes, please, come with me.
Okay.
Okay. He takes you inside. It's dimly lit, and there is various items here on the upper floor, but it actually takes you down into a basement where it's quite a bit chillier. And for the next 10 minutes, he describes various blends and things that they've put together, and gives you an opportunity to try several of them.
Outstanding.
So yeah,
Compliment them.
and he shares with you as well. And you find towards the end of your conversation, you're actually feeling just slightly tipsy.
That was the point. So,
And are you free with your background with him?
Yeah, there's nothing to hide.
Okay. He says, well, a man of nobility such as yourself, he says, we currently do not have any trade into Ardial. He goes, and if you ever desire to do so, he goes, we'd be most amenable.
I believe I have an 8 who would jump at the chance. This wine is excellent. We rarely get this type of vintage at home, and I think it would go over smashingly, especially if we did it as a special occasion. Yes, I will. I will on the next post out. I will contact our agent up there and see what can be arranged. I would do it myself, but looks like I'm going to be in town for a little while. The poor professor's daughter is stricken with grief, and I promised the professor I would look after her.
Oh yes, it was. I heard the tale from Father Grimborough. It was quite a terrible death, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, an accidental death up at Harrowstone. That place seems to have kind of a sordid past, doesn't it?
He says, well, I've only read in the archives a bit myself. He goes, however, he says, I do know a bit. He goes, about 50 years ago, that it had basically a prison riot, And during that riot, there was a fire. The warden, his wife, and well over half of their guards died with all of the prisoners at Harrowstone. In the fight, the fighting that erupted as the guards attempted to quell the rebellion.
It does seem quite a violent place. I visited it myself the other day. I wanted to pay my respects at the spot where the professor perished. And I saw outside, and I don't know, I haven't found anyone who can give me any insight as to what it might be. And, well, two friends drinking, maybe we could theorize. But there's some kind of sand markings that have been placed outside of the building. Some sort of wards or magical symbols that I've never seen before.
He shakes his head. He goes, I can't say that I know anything about that. He says,
anyone in town that I should talk to about that?
He says sand markings, like something recently. He goes, the years would have weathered that away.
No, it's been recent. Last few weeks. It looks like somebody had put some kind of arcane symbols, and I'm a man of wine, not of the arcane, so I didn't recognize them, but I thought it seemed odd that somebody would have gone to so much trouble. They were all around the grounds, and so I was hoping to find someone in town who knows the arcane.
He says, well, the only people in town that might have known such a thing would be perhaps the professor himself, and he's now gone.
Yeah, I was afraid of. Tell me, does anyone ever go to Harrowstone? Has anyone gone inside the walls that you know of?
Not from town. He says, the sheriff, Benjamin Kaler, he's warned all townsfolk away from it. He goes, the bounds of our flock really are the town of Ravengrow and the Westlands. That's our. We maintain that.
Of course, and there seems to be some dark tidings in your flock. Have you heard about the memorial?
He says, I did, but I haven't gone to see it myself.
There was a V yesterday and an E this morning, painted in blood. It looks like rat's blood from what I can tell, but I don't know what V or E. I don't know.
He says, it seems to me, he goes, I can't recall her name, but the wife of the warden, Victoria, I thought it started with a V. I don't know if it was VE. He goes, maybe it's completely unrelated.
Strange. All of a sudden these things to life as the professor dies. Well, I'll take no more of your time, and I had best not drink any more this early in the day, though it was all amazing, and I will get a hold of an agent and see what we can arrange about getting some of your delightfuls up in the north.
Excellent. Because I'd love to. I'd love to correspond with your agent or yourself or anyone. We can work out. As you can see, we've got quite a stock here, and Time Ravenna only takes a third of it each year.
Oh, sure. We could take quite a few cases off of your hands.
He nods and thanks. Says, "Well, Sir Julian," he goes, "it was a pleasure meeting you." And he goes, "If you have any need," he goes, "you can always come and purchase directly."
Ah, well, I might do that, and I will stay away from this mixologist who blends wine. And if you hear anything around town about the professor or about the memorial, please. I'm staying at the professor's estate.
Okay, excellent. He says, "I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
All
Thanks for coming to visit.
With pleasure.
Always a pleasure to speak to a fellow connoisseur."
Indeed.
So yeah, you wander back out front, and sure enough, you see your associates are hanging around out front. You see Father Grimborough heading back inside, and one of the two monks that was out in the field is waiting patiently by your group.
Okay. I will tag along wherever they may lead.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
So we had promised to get the fighter. I'm horrible with names.
Oh, okay.
Necton.
Necton. Before we went, do we want to grab him now to go to the crypt? Or should we let him do some more work?
Has he had time to do a load?
Actually, from where you are, you can see him not too far south, just south of Fields. You see there's the sawmill out back of that property, and he's down there chucking wood into the back of a hand cart.
I guess we could just ask him.
I need to go to bed. Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to hold off on the rest lands until next time, then?
Yeah.
You can just say that my character decided to go back and keep reading things, and you can go and play for the rest of the time.
Okay.
I think we've
It's
only
up to you
got
guys.
want.
fifths anyway, right? Don't we usually
Right.
wrap at 10?
Yeah. Do you want to wrap then?
I think this is a good spot.
Okay. Alrighty. So we'll pick it up next time then.
All right. See you next Monday.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All
Ciao.
right.
Uh,
Bye.